This will be exercise number 11. Right now we're in Paperspace, so I'll click on the model button. Click on the model button, get into model space, go to layer and make layer 1 current. And now we can start to draw a line. Anywhere on the screen is okay. I'll start here in that direction, 1.88. Move down 1.25, enter. To the left 1.88, enter. Up, C, enter to close. And now I'll zoom it up so that we can all see it better. Perhaps make it even a little bit larger. Then I'll pan, and that's going to be the front view. And we're going to do the top view as well. The top view apparently is the same, so I'm going to simply copy and drag it up, and that'll be the top view. Hit escape. First thing you have to do is to offset. O, enter. 0.38, enter. Enter twice to repeat the command. Offset 1, enter. Then I'll draw a line that's diagonal. O snap should be on. And I'll erase the construction lines. Next, I'll want to, well, perhaps I was a little premature. I'll draw another line from here up, and I'll offset. O, enter. 1. Try it again. O, enter. 1.13, enter. Now I'm going to copy, CO, enter, this line from that point to that point, enter, and I can trim from this line, enter, that line, enter, and I can erase these construction lines. I can type O again, this time 0.5, and start work on the top view. And I can hit escape to clean the command line and draw a line from this intersection up, enter, from this intersection up, hit enter twice, and from this intersection I'm going to draw a line from this intersection up. Now we'll use the fillet command, F, enter, and we'll clean up this corner, hit the space bar or whatever, clean up this corner, and then this intersection. And we have to break from here to here, so I'm going to type BR, enter, to break. I'll type F, enter, for the first point here, and just pick the second point there. Now all we have to do is trim. TR, enter. I'm going to trim from this surface and from that surface, enter. And it would appear that we have properly constructed the top view and the front view. Since the entire drawing is to be plotted at 1:1, we do not have to change dim scale, but we should check dimension style to make sure it's 2 places after the decimal, which it is, so we'll close. Then we'll go to layers and make dimension layer current and start dimensioning the object. We'll go to linear dimension here. Here's the first point, second point, drag it out there. Hit the space bar or the enter key. Put a dimension here. Put a dimension here. And we could put also a dimension here. Next, we'll want to put a dimension here and here. The dimensions all seem to be correct, the views seem to be correct, so now we'll proceed to make the solid model. First thing I'll do is to zoom it down, pan, move that over to that side of the screen. Change the layer to solid current. Use a polyline. Well, better still, I'll use a rectangle right now. Pick two diagonal points. M, enter, L, enter. Move the last object I made and take ortho off. Move it to the upper right. Now I'll go and use a polyline. And you trace over this thing, I don't know what you call it, C to close, and I'm going to move L, enter, move the last thing I made from here out to here, and then we'll zoom, or rather go into southeast isometric, and we'll pan and zoom so it's enlarged, hit it, what we're going to make into a solid. I'll type EXT, enter, to extrude the rectangle 1.25, enter, and I'll extrude this weird polyline 0.5. Now you'll use the 3D rotate command and select both objects. Pick a base point, say there. Click the red ribbon and type 90, enter. And we'll want to move M, enter. I'm going to move that. And then I'll move it again because this corner here is supposed to fit in that corner, and you'll want to subtract from the rectangle, enter, that shape, enter, and let's see what it looks like. It looks correct, so we'll zoom extents, Z, enter, E, enter, move into top view, click on the layout button to get into paper space, change the layer and make viewport current, take OSNAP off, type MV, enter. That's to create viewports, MV, enter. And I'll make one viewport here, enter, and another one here. Double click inside the small one, go to southeast isometric, then pan and zoom. Use zoom real time to make it bigger, pan to move it around. You double click outside the viewport, get back into Paperspace. Click on the larger rectangle and set an annotation scale, which should be 1:1. So it made it bigger. Now double click inside and then pan. Remember not to zoom when you're inside in Paperspace. That looks good. So you'll double click outside, and if you want to hide the viewport rectangle, you go to Layer, make a different layer current like 1, and freeze the viewports layer. The drawing is now complete and it looks correct in all respects. So this is the end of tutorial 11.